So this is a quick revision for people who did the Lightroom class with me. Um, I've been getting a few questions and people are getting confused about a couple of things. So I thought what I'd do is just do a quick run over different sections. So for today, I'm just going to look at, or for this video, I'm going to look at importing pictures. So here we are in Lightroom. And as you can see, the screen is fairly blank at the moment. And I want to import pictures. And what we have to remember about Lightroom is that there are two parts of it that we're interested in. Okay, we're interested in the library or develop. In the library is how and where we import pictures and how we can organize our pictures and look at our pictures. And then if we have a picture that we want to do something to, we have to go into what's called the develop mode. And in the develop mode, we can work on the pictures that we've imported. So I'm going to go back to the library mode. So we want to import pictures that we do not yet have in Lightroom. So we go down here to import. And when we go to import, our screen changes, and on the left hand side of the screen here, we are just going to close that, make it cleaner. Over here we can see all the places that we can get pictures from. And while I'm talking, I've just plugged in this one here, which is it's called Untitled, but it's the memory card from my camera. So if I open up the memory card from my camera and find the Fuji part of it, 999 Fuji, then here we have 6 photographs that I just took in the garden a little while ago. Okay, none of them are going to win, they'll do fine. So on the left hand side is where we can get our pictures from, and we've selected the hard drive from the camera, and this is the 6 pictures. Over on the right hand side rather of the menu, I'm just going to close all these so that you can see them all closed. Okay, over on this side then we have what we do with the pictures. So the first one is file handling. So if I open up file handling, you'll see we have a number of options in here. Now, because this is a beginner's class, we don't need to go into all of them, but the one that I would suggest that you tick is this one here. Don't import suspected duplicates. I'm just going to move this down here so that you can see something. So if I tick this box here, you'll notice that this photograph has faded out. And that's because I have already imported this picture separately. So it's already in Lightroom. So it's not going to import it again. So if when you're importing pictures you find your screen some pictures go dark, it's because you have this ticked. If, however, you want to import them a second time, you simply untick it and it will import them a second time. Okay, so I'm going to leave it ticked for now. So that's the only one we really need to worry about in there. So to make things cleaner, let's close that again and go down to File Renaming. Now this gives you the opportunity to rename all of your files as you're bringing them in. I never do it, so I'm not going to recommend it to you, but that's where you do it if you want to find out how. Apply during import. Now, again, I don't use any of this, but you could if you wanted to do various things there. But again, at this stage, I think it's best to leave that alone. This is the important one, destination. This is where are your pictures going to go. So you're bringing them into Lightroom, but you have to put them somewhere, either on your computer or on a separate hard drive. You could import them onto your into Lightroom and then take the card back out again, and you won't have your pictures if you delete that card. So it's important that you're putting them somewhere. So for most people, if you're using an external hard drive, then your external hard drive will appear here. But for many people, you'll be putting them onto your computer, and the default place to put them is into Pictures. You'll have a Pictures folder. So however, what I do is I also make a subfolder. So I'm putting them into, in this case today, Pictures. Normally I put them on an external hard drive, but we're going to put them into Pictures, but we're going to put them in a folder on their own. So that folder is going to do that, you click this button up here under Destination, into Subfolder, yes please. And here you put the date, which today is 2020 04/28, and these pictures were taken in the garden. So I've just written garden there. So that's all I need to do. The one underneath says organize into one folder, which means into this subfolder. If you could change it and it will put a new folder for every date, for example, every day that you took a picture. So if you didn't if you didn't empty your card for 2 weeks and you took pictures every day, you'd end up with 14 folders. I don't think it's helpful, but if you wanted to, you could do that. So these are going to go into pictures and into this folder called garden, and I'm now going to press import. And slowly but surely in they come. And now you'll notice that the screen has changed again. Now there's only 5 pictures out of the 6 came in. Why was that? Remember, one of them was faded out because we had ticked it not to import it a second time. So here are the 5 pictures. Over this side, what we're looking at is the histogram for this picture. So this has now changed, and over this side of your screen, I'm just going to close it all up again because this is how you will see it when you do it first time at least. Whoops. Oh, sorry about that. There we go. And keywords, I'm going to close that as well. Okay, so here we see the histogram, and underneath here we see lots of things. We can do a little what they call a quick develop, but personally I never do that. I go into the develop mode properly. But if you go down the bottom here, you can see the metadata. They've all been converted, thank you very much. And this here is showing you the kind of camera you used, the time the pictures were taken, the lens you used, and all the other information, the ISO and the shutter speed, etc. So that information is all there if you're looking for it. And so that's how you import pictures into Lightroom. I hope that's been helpful.